Good evening, guys. All right, we're going to show some love to the Cardonzo community, guys. I call it Cardonzo because of Jim Cramer. Haha, funny story, right? So I'm not saying it because I don't understand the name. Some people are like, you don't even know the name of it. Yeah, it's Cardano. I call it Cardonzo because of Jim Cramer. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Let's show some love to the ADA community, guys. I am a holder of Cardano. Very, very much got as high as $1.07, guys. Absolutely running. Haters are calling it the dinosaur coin. Boy, were they wrong. Larger content creators like BitBoy were saying that the project was dead. Boy, was he wrong. Now he's trying to backpedal on it. Charles Hoskinson meeting with the new incoming administration, signing an NDA with SpaceX. Big things are coming, guys. A lot of collaboration happening between Ripple, XRP, Ledger, and Charles as well. Big things are coming, guys, for these dinosaur projects. I believe the likes of Cardano, XRP, Algorand, HBAR, big things in the making, guys. But let's get into it here a little bit. 94 cents right now, guys. Feels fantastic to say that. ADA is 94 cents 5. Spent a lot of time down around 30 cents earlier last year, where I did a lot of accumulating. $33.82 billion market cap, ranked number 9 right now. $3.66 billion market cap, down 6.6% on the day, but up 29.1% on the week and 184% on the month, guys. Cardano is definitely looking great. I had one guy once get upset with me because I call it Cardano. He's like, that's Cardano. Like, shut up. I call it Cardano. Deal with it, right? I like the project, okay? That's all you need to focus on. I support Cardano. All right, so Charles today defending not only ADA, but also other blockchains, mostly over supporting the XRP Ledger and Ripple. We're going to have a look at it here, guys, and we're going to watch what Charles has to say. Much respect for Charles being able to change his opinion and evolve how he sees things going. Very, very bullish stuff, you guys. So let's go check out Charles's video. Now, for reference, I personally would be pretty upset by this as well if I was Charles. In fact, as a fan of not only ADA, but of XRP and multiple other projects, it is upsetting to see this level of corruption using publicly funded money to, be corrupt and support only circle projects is next level inappropriate. And I'm hoping, because Charles has the ear of the incoming administration, that there is an investigation launched into this inappropriate use of public funds. Check it out, guys.
Hi, this is Charles Hoskinson, broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. Always warm, always sunny, sometimes Colorado. Today is November 25th, 2024, and I'm making a video, talk a little bit more about our good friends in Wyoming. So I got an email from the Wyoming stable token, and it talked about the top 7 finalists. And there's something I noticed here that's really interesting. And now that we're friends with the XRP community, I just wanted to point something out here. All right. So bring up this email. Hello, the Wyoming Stablecoin Commission has initiated its procurement process for the Wyoming stable token, WYST. It is expected to launch in 2025 as the first fiat-backed and fully reserved stable token issued by a public entity in the United States. The Commission intends to engage qualified third-party vendors to facilitate the development, deployment, and management of WYST and the underlying reserves. And it says we're going to have a request for qualification for those vendors. But here are the blockchain networks. Following the efforts of our blockchain selection working group, in a very opaque way, I add, the following networks are determined to be in scope for the initial deployment of the Wyoming stablecoin. Solana, Avalanche, okay, Sui, Stellar, and Ethereum, inclusive of the layer 2 networks like Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, and Optimus. So let me get this straight. Apparently, Stellar can do stuff that Ripple can't do according to the scoring criteria. So Ripple just announced the launch of RLUSD, and the last time I checked, when we look at market cap here, look at XRP, an $84 billion ecosystem with almost $12 billion in trading, and it has all these amazing payment and settlement capabilities, including that free Cs for assets issued in the XRP ledger. Cardano was also excluded. It's $34 billion market cap, $3.2 billion in turnaround. But Stellar, a variant of the protocol, was selected. Signed, Anthony Apollo, the executive director, former Consensus employee who also worked in the Polygon ecosystem. It's almost as if Consensus doesn't get along so well with Ripple, isn't it? But there you have it, folks. These guys right here, there were some scoring criteria. This blockchain select working group unilaterally scored. There was no public process or determination. Typically, what you do when you do these things is that you publish with a period of time what you want, your functional product requirements, so what it has to do, and your non-functional, how it has to perform. Okay. Then you say anybody who wants to qualify for an ecosystem, build a proof of concept and demonstrate that the proof of concept satisfies that. So I'm really curious how Stellar has apparently more capabilities than Ripple. And in what way?
So with public funding, they need, what they're supposed to do is create a fair, balanced way for these layer ones to demonstrate how capable they are to have to operate stablecoin capability, right? And they didn't do that. They didn't give any opportunity with publicly funded money for that, is what Charles is trying to get across here.
In these two ecosystems, for the purpose of launching a stablecoin, Ripple just launched one. It seems to satisfy all those requirements, but they were excluded. An $84 billion ecosystem that's been around even longer than Cardano, as was Cardano. Algorand was also excluded. Tezos was also excluded. Aptos was also excluded. Dozens and dozens and dozens of viable, interesting ecosystems were excluded, not even given a chance to try to build a proof of concept to demonstrate that they were capable of that. The former Consensus employee, executive director, made that decision.
So they weren't even allowed to apply. They were completely withheld.
So there you have it, XRP community. Cardano and XRP are a lot closer these days, and I'm starting to really come around on a lot of the stuff that you guys have been talking about.
Welcome,
this
Charles.
Smells the high hell. It does, doesn't it? So as I mentioned in the prior video, we'll get it sorted and cleaned up, but it's kind of a shame because we all need counterbalances to Circle and Tether, and it seems like this is just an extension of that beautiful Circle ecosystem that's coming out. One of the commissioners used to work for Circle. I believe she was the general counsel.
Inappropriate.
Just announced Circle support. In fact, I think all those chains that were announced were all Circle chains.
So one of the people deciding this funding, this used to work for Circle, and every project that was selected is in the Circle little circle, so to speak. Inappropriate with public money.
Every single one of them. Interesting how that happens. So things are changing in 2025.
Yep.
We don't have any patience or tolerance for this type of stuff anymore.
Exactly.
And opaque processes are not how we're going to have a relationship with the government moving forward. And that's why I believe there's a lot of good-hearted people in the state of Wyoming to get this done. And by the way, there might even be a class action because anybody who was excluded certainly has standing. This creates an unfair competitive advantage to those chains selected and an unfair disadvantage to the chains not selected.
Are we going to see a class action lawsuit with Cardano, XRP, Algorand, and many others who never got the opportunity to even apply because of this? This is what corruption looks like, guys. And I'll tell you right now, like Charles just laid out, the winds of change, they're a-blowing, right? We're going to get regulation in place, and these kind of inappropriate actions, corrupt, inappropriate, one-sided actions are going to come to a screeching halt. These companies are going to start being held accountable for the corruption that they're doing.
And since it's an opaque process and normal procurement wasn't followed by any semblance of the world, and there's no opportunity for a chain to build a proof of concept to demonstrate they adhere to the requirements to qualify, it really is interesting how a small group of people, former consensus employees and former employees of Circle, can act as judge, jury, and executioner for what chains qualify with public funds and a public project.
Yep. That's key, guys. It's a publicly fund. It's public funds and a public project. They're not using private money. They're using public money and a public project to do this. That's inappropriate.
I'd also like to point out, because of Cardano's partnership with Boss Bitcoin OS, Cardano creates an opportunity for Bitcoin to have its first stablecoin.
Yep.
This commission decided under these criteria to exclude Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's
the largest
excluded
cryptocurrency by far. And the only one, the current president, who's coming into power, Trump, is considering starting a strategic reserve for. It's truly curious to me, because I know how many people in Wyoming are Team Bitcoin and Team Orange, how they were also excluded from this process. Bitcoin apparently is not allowed, but the Circle ecosystem is, by former Circle employees. Go figure. Smells the high hell, if you ask me.
Yep.
So XRP community, you know what to do.
We do.
And we do too. We're going to get this fixed one way or the other. And it's not okay to use public funds to create an unfair competitive advantage for certain companies and certain ecosystems, and to whitewash it as if it was an open process. For a year and a half, the lawmakers and the committee was directly aligned with this idea of, we'll publish the standards, and as long as you can adhere to them and demonstrate that you can do that, you qualify. And then suddenly, within a period of a month, they went from, that's what we're going to do, to, we're going to score you ourselves, and we'll just publish who qualifies. And I can't for the life of me understand how Stellar qualifies, but not Ripple, given the unique history. That would be like Litecoin qualifying, but not Bitcoin. Does that make any sense to you? Yeah. And because we don't qualify, we can't even bid to build. We didn't lose an RFP. We weren't even allowed to participate. The entire XRP community is not allowed to participate. The Algorand community is not allowed to participate. The Tezos community is not allowed to participate. But all the things that Circle touches are. So saith the former consensus employee and now executive director, who's decided to take this upon himself to decide for all of us with the taxpayer dollars of the state of Wyoming. Smells the high hell to me.
Completely inappropriate. I hope Charles does do something about this, because this stuff needs to come to a stop. This is completely, this is just taking public money and handing it over to Circle as a company, right? And saying, screw everybody else. No one else can even apply for these bids. No one else can. We're just going to give it all. That's like owning a construction company, and your brother gets to decide where public funding goes to for your construction for the construction companies in the city, and he selects only your company. No other construction company gets any city funding. That's exactly what this is, right? Completely corrupt and inappropriate. But as always, guys, I want to know what you guys think. The Tezos community, the Algorand community, the ADA community, the XRP army. I want to know what you guys think. And as always, guys, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Guys, if you need help structuring your portfolio, creating your exit strategies, if you're new to crypto, do not try to go into this altcoin season alone. There are a lot of people who are new right now who are under the impression that we are in altcoin season right now. And I promise you one thing right now. We are not in altcoin season, guys. We're not, okay? And there are factors that tell you that we're not in altcoin season. And we can show you how to learn these factors. We can show you how to create your exit strategies, how to create your profit taking, how to compound your gains, all this and more over on the Patreon, guys. Join our community. If you're a beginner, we're there to hold your hand through this altcoin season, guys. If you're a veteran, if you've been here before, come and join our community. We have everyone from seasoned veterans to beginners over there, a massive community. We'd love to have you over there to contribute your wisdom and expertise to the community as well. We have a 24/7 live chat. We do live group Zoom calls every single evening where we all get together and we discuss passive income, compounding gains, DeFi staking, node operations, taxes and tax implications, and everything else that you need to know about crypto, guys. Market makers, charts, macroeconomic factors, and how they're going to affect the price action of not only Bitcoin, but the altcoins as well. So jump on over, guys. Join the community. The link is down below in the description. Again, like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll see you later.